prepay solution, right? So from a value perspective, it really takes the opportunity to give customers control and line of sight into their own usage, their own payment, their own billing opportunities. Most people, when they hear prepayment, automatically think low income, people who can't pay their bills, and what the friends and family customers are finding out are our employee customers. So first of all, let's face it, these people usually are not past due, they're not in that low income space, so they really didn't feel that this would be a program for them. What they're finding out is that prepay offers line of sight into usage on a daily basis. You can pay how much you want, when you want, that all of a sudden it's really not a low income program, it's really a program of convenience and one that people can work into their lifestyle, not trying to fit their lifestyle into the consumer's energy lifestyles. We provide electric and gas services. We're using a software solution that from a technology perspective, they basically manage that piece, and we manage our contract through them to make sure that all the deliverables are met. But we need to make sure the critical pieces are there, which is billing. So our customers need to know how much they're using, how much money they owe. Then we also have to provide payment opportunities. So where can they make their payments? And then probably the most critical element to the prepay solution is what is often referred to as communications, alerts, notifications. We utilize text messaging, emails, phone calls, all of those types of things. How does that information get to and from the customer? It all comes down to the customer experience, really. So a customer has to choose to be on the program. It's an opt-in program. Once the customer is enrolled into the program, they then choose their communication channel. Once the customer picks kind of their preference for communication, then we have to make sure we have the right rules in place so that the customer actually gets the communications and notifications that they've signed up for. So we've had to make sure that we set right business rules. So for example, we notify our customers at 10 days, 5 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, and no day. And the messaging changes all along the way, right? So at 10 days, it's a friendly reminder. 5 days, it's still a friendly reminder. 3 days, it's like, hey, you're getting kind of close here. You might want to take some action. And when you get to 1 day and what I call the 0 day, you need to make payment. So the messaging is tailored in a way to match the sense of urgency. And the customer then determines that. And then in addition, we have to make sure that our payment pieces are set up in a way that out of convenience, the customer can make payment. So whether I have my phone in front of me and get my text, I can text right back a payment, or I can log into a portal to make a payment, or whatever those cases may be. All those working pieces of technology have to come together to make sure that the customer experience is there, as well as on the utility side, that the information is accurate and up to date and can process real time. Probably the biggest thing from a prepay perspective is that it's pretty greenfield, which makes it very exciting. It's very progressive. In other countries like South Africa, the UK, prepay is the norm. And actually in America, prepay is the norm. We just don't look at it that way. When you look at how you pay for cellular service, even for those that are not on what are called prepay plans, when you look at your bill, you're actually paying for future service and not services that you've already used. Propane users, you're paying ahead of time, not after the fact. When you get your groceries, you don't pay for your groceries after you've used them, you pay for them ahead of time. So I think it's a very progressive mindset in helping to bring people along that. So I think culturally, we have some obstacles to overcome around that piece, but I think it really is the way of doing business. It'll just take some time to get there, and I think it's very exciting to be part of that. I think it's very exciting to give customers the opportunity to make more decisions around billing and payment, having choices. I think that's important.